And trying to check if I'm on right now. Hopefully I am. Oopsies. I guess. Mhm. Am I or did I? I guess all right. So let me go ahead and check. Okay, I have my mic now. So that's what I wanted to. All right, so I am going to be sharing my screen, and today I'm going to talk to you about manifestation in layman's term. Okay, and I'm going to say this just because I have enrolled in so many courses and I've heard, so many content about manifestation. And instead of getting clarity, all the feelings that I have, and I'm going to discuss that as well because it's not just me, I researched on it. And the feelings of overwhelm and just, just so many things. And instead of me getting clarity, it made me feel like I'm just not doing it right. I'm not doing manifestation right. And that is confusing, that is frustrating, and it feels like, you know, like you're just not in the right place. So I want to let you know if you're that person who is just as confused because of so many terms right now out there about manifestation, jumping timelines, and talking about what else? Jumping timelines, energy, frequency, low vibration, high vibration, ma- feminine energy, masculine energy, and so many things that you have to think and feel that you're just not manifesting anything. You just don't want to have to deal with it at all. So if you're that person, then this is specifically for you. And I hope that you give this thought a chance. So, my name is Sheena Romero, and I am an online marketer. I love online marketing, I love automation, but I also, love manifestation just because I have manifested so much in my life. Including moving here to the US, paying off my car, buying a house, and I know for a fact that you have done that too. You have manifested so much in your life, may it be car, may it be, every day we are manifesting, right? May it be negative or positive, may it be what we want or what we don't want. And we know that. And if you are someone who have listened to, so many manifestation teachings out there, um, you know, in the process, in the long run, instead of you having clarity, yes, you will have some clarity, but at the same time, you're leaving that room more confused than when you are naturally manifesting things in your life. And you have it, and you have manifested these probably primary things that needs that you have or beyond that. So that's good, right? But I want to be able to discuss about manifestation for the ones who do not know anything about manifestation. It refers to the process of bringing your desires, your goals, your visions, your thoughts into reality through focused intention, visualization, and alignment with your inner self. And it's based on the idea that your thoughts, emotions, energy can attract and create your experiences. And you can most definitely do that even without studying. And like I said, you are probably someone who has manifested so much in your life. So don't doubt your ability to be able to do so. So the reason why it's a trend, right? Manifestation right now is really, although there are so many mentors out there who has been teaching manifestation for a long, long time, but also at the same time, you are a great manifester. You have manifested so much. But what you're wanting, probably the reason why you are getting into the manifestation, the reason why you are receiving my message right now is because you want to up level and you want to have that next level version of yourself, being financially free, like with everything that's going on, everyone's just so tired of the situation that they're in. So they're wanting to be more financially free, being able to provide for your family, being able to work from home, and being able to design your life. So those things are natural. And now that you have manifested in the past everything, all the needs in your life, right? Let's talk about you manifesting that payment for your mortgage or for your rent, when you feel or think that it's not going to happen. You being able to create a business, or you being able to get that raise, or being able to get the position that you want, you having a child, having that partner, your dream partner, right? So don't let whatever is online confuse you. And of course, I'm online as well. You're hearing me online, right? But I don't want you to get confused. And this is what I want to be able to give you, like the really basic layman's term, because all the other terms are just so confusing, so overwhelming, that it makes you feel like, you know what, my mind is just so drained. So the complexities of manifestation, this is what I've researched, right? A lot of people are thinking, you know, just unclear. They have unclear expectations, feeling uncertain about what manifestation entails or how to effectively practice it. Yes, we have some, direction, so many information online to talk that talks about high frequency, high vibration, low vibration, and where what state you have to be in, feeling the feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled and all of that stuff, right? Even if you haven't achieved that vision or that goal. Emotional overwhelm, struggling to manage emotions such as worry, doubt, and insecurity, which can hinder manifestation. So I think, you can be in that state of overwhelm and doubt, but if you are getting overwhelmed with thinking about controlling your emotions because you cannot overthink, but you are overthinking because in order for me to manifest, I have to be thinking and feeling the certain way. And I've been in that room, that kind of room where they don't even entertain any negative emotions. But those negative emotions, so if you already have those negative, the worries, doubts, insecurities because of your current circumstance, and you have to let that come through, right? You cannot deny that. You cannot shove it under the rug, because you're going to have underlying or like some subconscious thoughts about it, and you're gonna get discredited for that as well in the manifestation road, right? um and on top of that, you are over analyzing, well, I'm feeling this right now, I have to convert it to this, right? So there's just, instead of you just really managing your emotions and being in the moment, you are having to overthink. Okay, in order for me to manifest, I have to be thinking this way. I have to be unpacking. What am I like? There's just so many things, so many emotions on top of emotions. And all we have to feel at that moment is that moment that we have with ourselves, with our situation, and letting it come through, right? So letting the fear, the feeling of, doubt, the insecurities, uh, just sitting with it and feeling it instead of overthinking, what am I feeling? Or I cannot be, how can I, how long will I stay here? Or how can I get out of this? Right. So don't overthink it. Yourself, your emotions, everything that you are will tell you when you're done unpacking the emotions within yourself or feeling it, right? You will move on naturally. You don't have to curate that. You don't have to, although of course there will be some of us who will stay in that moment, and that's what we don't want to stay in, right? So making sure that we feel it in that moment when yourself, your higher self, your true self says to yourself that, okay, well, what's my next move? Or I'm ready, or I'm ready to move on. Don't pull yourself back. I mean, there will be times that you will say, well, I'm not yet ready. Then just sit with it. It means that you're not yet ready. But when you're ready, you'll know. Right? Lack of clarity, difficulty defining specific goals or ideas, desires, leading to vague, unrealistic. This is what's kind of hard, right? Because a lot of the manifestation mentors will have you write so many goals, so many things in, that you are envisioning, and that just makes it just too, I just want to focus. If you're someone like me, I just want to focus on what is the next step for me, right? Because the one you're activating your want and your need. And those wants and needs are based off of the current circumstance that you're in. So, needing, for example, a luxurious car, right? If you list that down in your, how many ever list that you need to have, right? Well, of course, luxurious car is not a need, but you cannot be in a state of need or want because you are being in the state of lacking or not having, right? So if you are in the want and need, whatever your circumstances, and the reason why I'm saying this is because even if your manifestation mentor tells you that you have to be feeling the feeling of the wish fulfilled, right? You are like navigating, am I feeling wanting? Am I needing? Am I like you're just so walking on eggshells if you're doing the right thing? Am I wanting or needing? And just so many different things, right? And I'm later on, I'm going to tell you how to eliminate any of that, eliminate any of those confusion and just worrying about what you're feeling and all of that. Um, all you have to think in this moment is, what do you want? What's the next step that you want? Where do you want to arrive at? Do you want to have a better career, better job, or better situation, better relationship? At this moment, if you haven't fulfilled, those things that you want, and you are not ready to move on to the extras, I wouldn't overthink all the extras. Just, if you're just wanting to be able to scale your business or be able to land to put up your business, then focus on that first, right? Because you may write everything else, and people or your manifestation mentor might tell you that you're going to be achieving all of that. I mean, you can write it down, but don't that false hope of, of being able that I can achieve it right now at any time. I mean, it's the right thought is ladder of belief. If you cannot believe that as of yet, then don't go there as of yet, so that it's not going to get confusing, right? What do you really want right now? Maybe you want to be able to provide, you know, some like something for your family, right? Or a car, a better car, so that you can fit your family in there, or a bigger house, or a because for a reason, right? Um, so that's that, right? So don't think if you list something and that will cause you to have anxiety because now you're thinking like, I want to be able to do this, do that, right? So if you have checked out all of your primary needs, food, shelter, clothing, um, what else? Food, shelter, clothing, all those primary needs, and a good job, and you have stable financial resources, then probably you can add some more. But right now, focus on those primary needs that you want to be able to have and need to have in order for you and your family to have that exact living condition that you want, right? Just for it to be achievable and not for you not to give up on manifesting because you have manifested in the past, right? The goal is just not to overthink this. So, expecting immediate results, which can lead to disappointment and frustration. So, I know for a fact that I have had this, right? Because the thought of manifestation groups would say like you can manifest anything and everything, there's no limit, and makes me think like, is it here yet, is it here yet, when it really should not be that mindset, right? It's making you feel like, okay, it's almost there, right? Like when is it going to be, it just makes you um impatient, basically confusion, feeling unclear about the process, or experiencing information overload. I mean, this is me. If this is not you, then you're not in the right place. But yeah, if you are feeling all of those complexities in manifesting, this validates that you and I are on the same page, and you are constantly manifesting. I want to let you know that because you have manifested so much in the past, and you can do that. All you have to do is apply this simple um thought that you have been doing in the past, right? Because the disconnect is knowing that all of those visions that you have can be fulfilled, and managing, regulating your emotions. How do you get out of debt? Like you're overthinking the process that it makes you not manifest naturally. So this is me telling you that you've already done it. You just have to master it and pay attention to this one thing that you already know to what to do. So you just need to remember that you have to be committed to the outcome or the vision that you have there, and there's no other option. There's no other way. There's no other choice. So let's unpack this part right here, right? And again, don't think that you are someone who needs to be in a room and to be taught how to manifest. It's just you remembering what you need to do and applying it to everything that you want to manifest, right? Because learning the process of manifestation will get you more confused. And as soon as you're probably ready, and you're able to, then you can enroll in those kinds of classes because it just makes it confusing, and you'll just be disappointed in so many different ways. So commitment to the outcome or the vision. It means that when you manifested that car, right? When you are committed to have that vehicle to be able to pay, you don't know if you're going to pay for it, but I'm committed to have that car so that I have a vehicle to go to and from my work or anywhere I want to be, or I want that van because I want that van because that it's going to satisfy this, right? So your commitment to that outcome is what made you manifest that outcome, right? The commitment. And there's no other choice, right? That's what makes you live in the outcome. That's what makes you feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled because you are committed. Same way as, Michael Jordan, he he was great, not because he did not miss a shot. It's because he knew that those shots that he missed are part of his greatness, of his outcome. So he is living in his greatness, right? So because he knows that there's no other way than to be great. So if you are not feeling this in the whatever that you want to achieve, then probably this is not really what you want for right now. And don't confuse it um to it's not to say that you are not going to manifest it, but just right now it's not what you are committed to. You are committed probably. Right now, your commitment is just having a vehicle. Then your next commitment is upgrading to a van. Next, your upgrade is suburban, right? So not just because you not just because the suburban is not your commitment right now, it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen or is not going to be your commitment. But right now, I just want, this is my commitment. But if you want to really manifest the suburban, then there has to be no other way than manifesting your suburban because this is what you need for your family. So you just have to convert that feeling of commitment to the outcome, to the vision, right? But if it's still not real and true for you, then go to higher than just a car, just leveling up to a van. So commitment to the outcome. So when you apply your commitment to the outcome, to your vision, to your dreams and goals, you naturally know that the failure is a part of the great outcome. You will not overthink it, right? You're not going to be thinking, am I thinking negative feelings? Am I thinking positive emotions? You are just going to be to know that those failures that you're going through right now is exactly what it needs in order for you to achieve that greatness, that great outcome. And you will naturally eliminate the thinking of wanting or needing. You're not going to overthink that because all of you, all you are being is only the vision. You're just thinking of the vision. You're thinking of your family member being well. You're thinking of your child getting what they want at that moment. There's no other way but be able to achieve this outcome. It's going to be natural, right? So you're not going to overthink the process at all. So that is the key, right? So if you are starting to study manifestation, don't get confused. It's just the commitment to the outcome. So there's no, you're not, because then wanting and needing is something that is adjusted in your current situation, right? But if you commit to the outcome, there's nothing like that because the option is not even there. You naturally remove yourself out of delulu and daydreaming because you are living in the outcome, right? So when they say delulu is the outcome, I think what people are getting confused with is like they are daydreaming and constantly daydreaming, but um not really, how do you say this? Not really having that feeling that there's no other option, there's no other way, right? Because there are times that, and you will know this, people will say like you just have to envision it, you have to be in touch with your feminine energy and all of that. But, you know, um, you have you have to be able to do that, but at the same time, you have to be acting, deciding, thinking, and living in alignment to your commitment, right? And I'm putting it in layman's term because you have already done it before, right? So all of those, acting, deciding, thinking, and living, those are inspired actions. It means that the whatever they say, there's talking about bridge of incidents. These are when you are committed to the outcome, all of those bridge of incidents, finding or meeting people who will um, bring you to um, the next level or to achieve the uh, many outcomes in order for you to arrive to the bigger outcomes. So again, when you were able to manifest that car or manifest that money for your rent or for your mortgage, right? The acting and deciding, all of it came came in. You all of a sudden your feeling of, there's no wanting or needing. There's just no choice. I have to pay the rent. Otherwise, it's just your commitment. That commitment is what you need to apply in everything else that you are trying to manifest. All right. Because otherwise, you are going to be overthinking manifestation and thinking like I'm doing this wrong. Well, you are not, because you have done it. It's just this small concept that you have to apply in manifesting everything else. There's no other way. I'm going to be successful. I'm going to be learning this. I'm going to be doing this because I'm committed to it, whatever it takes, right? So the failure will be part of it. And even if you join any of those manifestations, you're going to go through all of these. It's just that you're adding so much more overthinking in the process, right? But at the end of the day, it's really the commitment to the outcome that will eliminate everything, all the overthinking and just living in that moment, crying if you have anything that, anything or anyone that failed you, right? So I hope this helped you out because this really answered this really answered all of my concerns and questions, because there will be really a time when you are, especially when you're studying manifestation, it's like people are telling you that you are not able to manifest when you have manifested so many things in your life. It's just overthinking. It's just, I mean, at the end of the day, it's someone else's, it's a business, right? For them to help you manifest and making you buy into you not knowing how to manifest when you already know how to do it. So hopefully this helped you out, because I know that it will. But don't overthink and just become in the moment.